Hey guys, Joe Rhino here, and today I got a massive WWE Elite Series haul. I got, if you saw the thumbnail, a bag from my friend. He was selling a lot of his extras and figures he just didn't need anymore. And I was always looking for extra figures to use for custom fodder. And we made a deal. We met up. He's a local buddy of mine, and he handed me this big old bag, and I'm going to go through this bag. I'm probably not going to be able to get through all of it because I don't want this to be like a half an hour long video. But I also have a few boxes here that I got in through some trades and some auctions. So I figured I'd go through those first, and then I'll pick out a lot of the figures that I like, and then we'll go from there because, like I said, I don't want this video to take forever, and me digging through this bag, it's probably going to take a while. So first off, let me go with a couple of these boxes that I got. These were some figures I got. I got them a really good deal with an online auction. If you're in any of the Facebook groups, there's quite a few out there, and sometimes I'm not in any of the wrestling groups. Most of mine are just like general toy related, but a lot of the guys have stuff. They do auctions and stuff like that. The only thing that's getting me is some of these guys overcharge on shipping. I got a box here, and not necessarily they overcharge, but if you're going to be selling online, you need to start using online, either through the post office, stamps.com or paypal.com. Use their online services because you save so much with their shipping. It's so much cheaper, and sometimes getting a package that costs $11, $12 shipped, I ship all the time, and I know that stuff could be anywhere from like $2 to $3 cheaper. So if you're into online trading, you're into online selling, invest in a scale, and do yourself a favor and start weighing the packages, printing them at home. It's not that hard, and overall, after you do a handful of sales, it'll more than pay for the scale. They're like $20 on Amazon. So anyway, here's a bag of accessories. And I got all these. They were in the package, but I told the guy, because I didn't want to pay like $20 shipping, I told him to go ahead and open them since I'm going to open them anyway. And I have to take a picture, but I recently set up a lot of my extra figures off to the side, or maybe I'll pan the video across. The lighting's not that great over there, so I don't know how. But I have a Razor Ramon, and I never got a Scott Hall, so I was able to get Elite Scott Hall, the red and black NWO, or Outsiders, actually. So I got him. I'm going to have to find a place to put all these guys. And then I got, I actually won a couple of these because I need basically the body size or the style of the pants. So I got one of the recent Matt Hardy's. One of my friends up in Wisconsin has another one of these for me. And I like the pants, and there's a couple of wrestling figures, and for $5 or whatever, that I think these were clearance out at Walmart. You can't beat that price. And then the last one, I couldn't believe, like I said, I think this was an auction. It's been a while since I got it, but one of the most recent Kurt Angles, and this is I believe it's yeah. Oh, okay. I don't want to get a strike by WWE, but the entrance great, and I never got any of the recent Kurt Angles, and I got this for I think it was like $15. I couldn't pass it up, so I got those guys. I'm gonna put those. These are all for customs. This other box I got. This is another guy that got a box. It was too good of a deal to pass up on the stuff that he had, but after he added up shipping and it was like over $10 shipping, it's like, oh, come on, dude. But anyway, I got this as Shawn Michaels from one of the recent, I think it was a Walmart wave. You build I think it's in here actually. And one of my grails, actually, this isn't for my custom This is actually for my collection. Actually, I'll probably put this with my with that Shawn Michaels Diesel. I never got him. I never got the original one. I saw the re-release, which I think this is the re-release. I saw him one time at, I think it was Target. I think that's what they were, Target exclusive. And it was around Christmas, and I was like, I wasn't buying stuff for myself, and I passed on it. And then like a week or two later, they went on clearance, and I haven't seen him since. Another one, I got her for like $3. I know no one else bid on it, and it's a Lunger Blaze. I don't know if anybody's familiar with when she had the WWE Women's title and she went over to WCW and she threw the title in the garbage. And I originally got this because a lot of the customs I'm going to make are of friends of mine, and one of my friends told me he wanted a George the Animal Steel body as the base of his custom, and so that's why I originally got this, but I can't do that to the guy. So I mean, I'll probably still use something similar, but oh, what was his I forgot the name of his little guy. It's gonna bug me all night now. And the last one was, I believe I got another one of these in the bag, but I didn't even notice that. I have to take a look at her hips. But I have I wanted to get a couple of versions of CM Punk and then put AJ Lee to go with them. And I thought I needed this one, but it was actually one with the t-shirt that I needed, so she would just become custom fodder. And I believe that's it. Oh, there's the base that came with Shawn Michaels. It's not all the parts, which I don't really want it anyway. So that's box 2. And I'll put this aside. Box 3 is a kind of a grail of mine. I had this figure in the past, and last year I sold a lot of my in-package stuff, and I only had a handful of things left over. And this one was one of the ones I kind of beat myself up over selling, but... And of course, now that I got it, they're probably going to re-release it, you know, and it'll probably look even better. That's how it usually goes. But I don't care. I'm going to open this anyway. That way it'll keep me from wanting to sell it in the future or whatever. I had this one. I had... actually, I got a whole bunch of the Defining Moments figures on clearance one year at Walmart. I walked into a Walmart. I had like 5... what's his name? The dragon. Hold on, it'll come to me. I thought I had a different version of him. Actually, I'm looking over here because I had them sitting over here for the longest time, and I started doing shows, and I brought them with me, and I couldn't sell them for like $5 a pop. And then for the longest time, I had them sitting on my table, and this was years ago when Defining Moments first came out. And Ricky Steamboat. I had like 5 Ricky Steamboats. I had one of the early Macho Man and an early, I want to say Undertaker. One of there was an Undertaker that came out. It's like really rare, and there was another one that wasn't so rare. I had that one, and then I had this figure, Hulk Hogan, and I sold it, and now I finally got it back, and I actually got it back cheaper than what I paid for it. So I'm happy that I finally got him back in my collection. Alright, I'm going to make a little room here, and then I'm going to start going through this bag, and then I'm just going to grab a handful and start going through them. Alright, here's the bag in question. I'm going to set it right here. Probably shake the camera a little. I don't care. And there's a couple figures here that are in baggies, and I got them from my buddy Doug. And I'm going to angle the camera this way a little. You guys get to see some of my custom fodder. But so I got these from my buddy Doug, another local buddy, part of my collecting group. And I'm just going to dig these out real quick and Try to get all of those. Okay, so I got all these from my buddy Doug. Trying to get different versions of CM Punk. Actually, let me take these out of the bag because I see a big glare. I don't really collect basic figures, but certain ones. If I could get a CM Punk Elite that doesn't have this head, then I'll probably swap it on there. If not, I'll just keep it as is for now. But he's going to be for my collection. I got a. The only other Sheamus I had was a basic Sheamus, and I used the head for a custom. But so now I have an Elite to play around with. I think I bought 3 of these multi-packs when they were on clearance at, let's say, Target, the Heenan family. So I got an extra big John stud. And I don't know if this goes with him or not, but I got a Gold Dust. I actually think I have this figure. I have a different Gold Dust up there. But he had this, which I probably won't use, but I like the Elite Gold Dust. I have, like I said, there's a lot of figures, so I'm trying to go through these quickly, so it's not that long of a video. Sami Zayn. And one last one from my buddy Doug. I believe this was from him. I actually wanted to, I saw tons of people online use his hair, and I think it's Daniel Bryan, which I think I have the Daniel Bryan to make a custom Kenny Omega, so I'm going to try that out. So those are all from my friend Doug, and then now, like I said, I'm just going to, might be able to get through all these. Just going to go through, no order, but I got this, another Gold Dust, and I've been looking for a couple Gold Dust, and I think I have Stardust up there because of the arms are all black, and I needed a handful of these for a character that I had in mind. Rocky Maivia. Some of you guys might have heard of him. Good old Rocky with his big his hair. Earthquake, which I had an Earthquake, but I sold it to my friend Brian. So some of these are favorites of mine from when I was growing up and stuff like that. Oh, here's the thing for The Rock. So I might keep some of them. It all depends. And certain current superstars that I like, that like I'm looking over at my. If you see me look this way, I keep looking at all my figures that are lined up. There's some that I grew up with liking, and they're up there, so I might take. They might make it into my collection. I got what's his name? I forgot his name. This was kind of around the time when I got out of wrestling, and it'll come to me in a little bit. And then I got this one, and then after my friend Clint sold it to me, which I got it for a steal, he looked up online, and I guess it's worth a lot, so I might give it back to him. Clint, if you're watching, because I already have another one up there that I started using for a custom. I got this Brock Lesnar just because he's an old school Brock with the briefs instead of the shorts. And then I got a handful of women wrestlers. Oh geez, some of these girls are gonna not even know the names. I got this Bailey because I actually want her for my collection because she has a normal face. All the other Baileys had this like wide open mouth, and it just, they looked silly. I got 3 members of DX. Where's the other one? Here we go. I missed out on the remakes of the New Age Outlaws, and my buddy had the original ones, so I got those. And then he also got a X-Pac, which I think I might have an X-Pac up there. But still, I'll have custom fodder, and then I'll have one for my DX display. And Dean Malenko, he'll be for my personal collection because I've always loved Dean Malenko, old school WCW, Rey Mysterio Jr., old school WCW matches. They'd have like 20-minute, half an hour matches, and they wouldn't get old. Actually, I got this figure here. He wasn't part of any of my hauls, but I got him a while ago, and Eddie Guerrero from WCW days. But he'll go in my collection. But I just love old school WCW stuff like that. Bruno Sammartino. All right, some of these girls are not. I'm just gonna. Oh, here's the other. AJ. Stephanie. I actually have her, I think, carded. I don't even know her name. Caitlin. Like I said, this is during the time when I wasn't watching. I want to say this is this Snuka's daughter? Kind of looks like her in the face. She doesn't really look like that anymore. Here's our Triple H, DX Triple H, which had a helmet, but I just dropped it. This isn't how Luger came. I'm looking up there because I thought I had another Luger. I believe I do. I'm sorry. It might actually have been this Luger that I took this Luger's body and I swapped it with this Luger's head for my brother, because he and I think I swapped their feet too, because he wanted like the ultimate Lex Luger from early WCW days, probably NWA days. My sub pump decided to turn on. Here's another Daniel Bryan, which I'm trying to get the different phases of Daniel Bryan. I don't have the short-haired version with a long beard, so this will go on my Daniel Bryan. Is it Natalia? Natty, I think they call her. Rusev's wife, I think. And the girl that's now an announcer, and it's cool, she does color commentating. And I have her. Yeah, I have her. I was like, I couldn't find her in my figures, and that's why I bought it, because I have her. She's not open yet. But I need one for a custom, but I'm kind of reluctant to use her. So if I could find another female with those types of pants, and the Ravishing one, and that might be it. Oh, I found, actually, I don't think this was part of it. I brought this with me to check, because I think I got this one from him, and I thought I got doubles. And if you get this Stephanie, careful with the arms, because the way they sculpted I don't know if you can see it, but the way they sculpted the shoulders, her arms won't go in as much, and I felt like I almost broke her arm off. And I got him. I had an idea for him, and one of my friends, he's a professor at a college. He's going to be like a what do you call him, a manager or whatever. So I figured and he always wears a vest. So I just got to find a different head for him. And then there's the other DDP that I got. And then I threw in some extra like chairs and ladders and stuff like that. DX shirts. You know, you might need a wig here and there. So that's... Oh. Let's see, who's this? Oh. I think I remember, I checked this one when I got it. I put batteries in it, and it's a $1 Million Man. I put a little $sign on there. Anyway, that's my haul. Since I keep looking over there, I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna pan across. And like I said, the majority of these are my custom fodder. You'll see a couple doubles, and then a handful of more figures I just got in the mail, and I didn't have a spot to put them yet, and they're actually going to go to my personal collection. So don't freak out if you see like a super rare like Ultimate Warrior, which I don't think I have any, or a Christian or something like that. And some of them actually already customized where I pop the heads and stuff like this. So let me pause it, and then I'm going to just pan across just so you can see that, since I talked about it so much. And then that's my haul. And I have a couple more videos coming up. I have a Star Wars. I have another WWE where I have a couple ones in the package. Not as many, so I'll probably open those up. And then I have, I believe, and I was recently at my storage locker and I pulled some of my Halo stuff, and I got some Halo stuff in the mail, so I might do a two-parter on a Halo collection, because I have, God knows how many figures in the box from, it's like a 50-pound box of Halo stuff. I know I have the Hunters in there. If you're a Halo fan, you know those are hard to get. And then I have some stuff that I got in the mail. And I know someone recently asked me if I was going to do more Halo stuff, so I think I'll just do one part of it is the stuff I got in the mail, and the other part will be the stuff I got from storage. So with that, I'm going to pause this, pan over, and then thank you. Please subscribe. I'm going to try to get back on a regular schedule. I have another video coming up. It's kind of like a vlog, kind of explains some of my personal problems and stuff that I've been going through. And if you're wondering why you haven't seen a video from me, please check that video out. That one will go up after this one, and then should be my other haul videos. So thank you. Subscribe, like, comment, all that mumbo jumbo, and please enjoy the pan of my collection.